Shall we?
So, this is the start of a sketchbook I began March 19, 2016, and I'll just get started, right? So, over here is Hat Boy, which is a character by a Tumblr artist which I adore. Her name is Queen of the Ants. I'll put her Tumblr down in the description. I definitely recommend it. She's a lovely artist. And so I was doodling her character. There I drew Oikawa from Haikyuu. Here I'm doodling some more of the character Hat Boy by Queen of the Ants, but this is my own character and it's based off of a moth, and I was messing around with this highlighter pen and it was fun. So there you go. Here's my original character, Space Girl, reaching for an apple. And here I was just messing around with my microns again, and I was just having a good time. Here is a page you might have recognized from one of my past videos, but I was drawing cats, so there's Bat Cat down in the corner. And over here, I looked at some fashion magazines online, and I drew cat models wearing them, and I just think it's kind of adorable, so hopefully you like it too. So here is a watercolor pencil jellyfish. I love the way the texture turns out, so I do it all the time. And on the other page, there's some more jellyfish. And I like how the combination of the pen and the highlighter turned out. Same down here in the bottom. I think it's just cute. Here I was messing around with a brush pen tool, and I like drawing traditionally masculine characters in skirts because, I don't know, I like playing around with ideas of gender roles like that, and frankly, I just think clothes are for everyone, so it's just like a fun thing I like to do with different characters. Here I was doing some thumbnails. I was going to do a piece on Fred and George Weasley because they're one of my favorite Harry Potter duos, and I was just working on some thumbnails so I could figure out what I was doing. And yeah, and then over here were some of the more finalized sketches, so to speak, and then on my Tumblr I posted the more final piece, and I actually like how the ink sketch turned out better than the final digital piece. That's just the way that art can be funny sometimes. Sometimes the final piece isn't as good as the sketches, but here I'm drawing my classmates because they're fun to draw, and I like to try to stylize them. I like how this pose turned out, and this one, I'm really proud of myself for being able to pull that off without reference. Here's just some more character kind of stuff, and I was doodling a tree and my cat and a character from Miraculous Ladybug. Drawing some more boys in skirts. And okay, my best friend recently got a bird, but the bird hates me. So that is why it is a demon bird. And while it is fun to draw, it is not fun to have the bird bite me on the ear. So friends, don't get birds. You don't need that in your life. Here I'm doing some more figure drawing practice. I quite like how the orange and the highlighter combo turned out there. It's quite fun. More boys in feminine clothing. This is a theme with me. Have you noticed yet? Here I just did a kind of personal comic about myself, and here I'm just drawing some hands because you can never draw enough hands. And then here I was listening to a song by Likey Lee called A Little Bit. I think it's quite cute. But then I also just did some little ink sketches of Mihashi because I just like his character. Here I'm doing some Ping Pong the Animation scribbles. I love that show. It never leaves me. It's just such a good show. And then here I found this kind of transparent-ish paper, and I found it's really quite fun to draw on. And so I did some baseball poses because I wanted to learn how to do it, and hopefully it turned out nice, right? I think it looks good. I like it. Anyway, I watched the anime Fooly Cooly. It was really intense, and I kind of didn't really know what was going on a lot of the time, but I still enjoyed watching it, and I did this piece. So it is black ink with white colored pencil over it. I like the look of it. I like the effect. Here I am drawing Lev because I love his character, and since he's Russian, obviously I feel a deep connection. Dragons. And this is a quote by this adorable toddler I know, and I just thought it was so funny. Some things are just effortlessly hilarious. But anyway, I draw dragons all the time. And here's more Oikawa and another dragon, and I really do love how that dragon turned out. I think it's quite nice. So here's some more Fooly Cooly doodles. And over here, I like how the brush pen turned out, the texture of it. I'm drawing some of my classmates. And down here is a flower girl. And I think her vines are quite lovely. So here's some more of that flower girl, and over here is Kaneki. Here I'm doing some kind of like concept design for a comic kind of thing. And here I was at the beach, so I was drawing people at the beach. It was a fun time, I guess. More people at the beach and some seashells, and then also I just remembered the Little Prince suddenly, so I felt like doing some sketches in honor of him. And here I'm doing some more kind of beachy doodles. I was hitting more of like a slump at this point, so it was getting a bit rougher to draw more beach doodles. So, and the Little Prince in the middle there. Here are some mermaids, and I quite like how they turned out, to be honest. When I was drawing them, a guy just walked up to me and asked me if I was a tattoo artist, which I thought was kind of hilarious, but I digress. I think the reason why drawing mermaids appeals to me is because since they have the simplified tail shape, it really makes really streamlined, cool body curves, and it gives it like a really interesting line of action, so it's just really interesting to draw. And here's a more kind of evil-ish mermaid. And here I just was kind of doodling randomly. And another mermaid. More beach stuff. And yeah, drawing some chairs at the beach. At this point, it kind of really devolved. I wasn't really drawing seriously anymore, and that was the point where my sketchbook kind of essentially died out a little bit, and I wasn't really sure how to revive it, essentially. This is really how it ended, and I'm sorry to say that for the first time I didn't really finish a sketchbook properly, and it really didn't feel good, and it still doesn't really feel good. And so what can I say about that? You can't forever keep beating yourself up about not meeting your goals. So now I've still been drawing, but I've just moved on to maybe working on some other kinds of drawing. So I've been doing a lot more digital drawing lately, if you've noticed on my Tumblr, and I've started a new sketchbook, one that I've recommitted to finishing. And so, yeah, maybe the sketchbook I'm showing you in this video isn't as meaty as my previous ones, but I think I'm proud I did drawing at all. And I need to take pride in little accomplishments. So, with that, that is what I can show you for today for my sketchbook. And my current sketchbook is almost finished as well, so you should expect another sketchbook video soon, and I love you. Thank you for watching, lovelies. See you later.